Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Napakaganda pagka ang misa ay pinupuno ang simbahan ng mga taong handang-handang makinig at nakikisama sa dasal, sa pag-awit, at parang nagpapakita ng pagkagutom sa tinapay ng salita ng Diyos. Ang trabaho ko sa homily ay upang pagpirapirasuhin ang tinapay ng salita ng Diyos. My job is not to repeat what you heard in the 3 readings. My job is to make it come alive for each and every one of you, including me, and make it meaningful for us for today and the rest of the week coming. So, as is my wont, as I always do every Sunday, nagbibigay ako ng konting summary, paglalagom ng 3 pagbasa. Sa unang pagbasa, aklat ng Exodo, narinig natin kung paano umatungal ang mga Israelita. Marami sila, they whimpered, they whined, they wailed, they complained. Bakit pa kasi kami tinanggal sa Ehipto? Bakit pa kami inakay palabas ng Ehipto? Sa Ehipto ay meron kaming adobo, may karne, may masasarap na pagkain, may tinapay. And here we have nothing to eat out in the desert. They complained to Moses. They blamed Moses. Whenever we have problems in our lives, we always look for somebody to blame. Sino ang salarin? Si Moises na nag-akay sa atin at naghatid sa atin palabas ng Ehipto. But then, the book of Exodus tells us in no uncertain terms how the Lord came to their rescue and gave them food. And that is the certainty that we responded after the first reading. The Lord gave them bread from heaven. The Lord gave them manna, mga pugo at ang manna. And I'll go back to that shortly. In the second reading, Paul's letter to the Ephesians, pinagtatagubili ni Pablo, wag na kayong bumalik sa dating gawi, mga dating ugali. Live no longer like Gentiles. You said goodbye to that type of life. So put on the new self. Put on the new man. Isuot ninyong inyong bagong pagkatao at huwag nang bumalik sa dating maling gawain. Sa ikatlo ay susun-susun ang mga kahulugan, pero nandun yung naghahanap ang mga tao sapagkat nakakita sila ng pinakain ng tinapay na sibada. And so the Lord told them, you're looking for me not because you saw signs, but because you ate the loaves and were filled. Kung ang Panginoon ay narito ngayon at nag-post sa Facebook o sa TikTok, kayong mga tao kayo, sumusunod kayo sapagkat may nakita kayong biyaya. Kakansilahin ng Panginoon. Sasabihin siguro ng mga Pilipino, ikaw na ang magaling. Kaya babala ka dyan. Kakansilahin ng Panginoon. But the Lord was telling the truth. You are looking for me not because you saw signs, but because you ate the loaves and were filled. Nabusog kayo at nakatanggap ng mga biyaya. Pero ang kanyang tagubilin, do not work for food that perishes. That is the summary. Now, ano ang mga malinaw na turo ng 3 pagbasa? Una, ang unang pagbasa mula sa Exodo, ang tawag natin sa Tagalog, this is a $64 word, pahimakas. Ito ay advanced screening. Ito ay sabihin nating foreshadowing, a prefiguration of greater things to come. At ano ang bakas na iminumungkahi nito? Yung pagkaing ibinigay sa pamamagitan ni Moises, ang mana at ang pugo, ay pahimakas ng darating na biyaya ng pagkaing pag kinain natin ay hindi na tayo magugutom at mauuhaw. Yan ang leksyon na malinaw sa aklat ng Exodo. Sabi nga ni San Agustin, kung ang lumang tipan ay hindi natin kakakitaan ng kaugnayan sa bagong tipan, you're reading scriptures wrongly. The New Testament lies hidden in the Old. And the Old explains the new. Ang bagong tipan at lumang tipan ay nagkakaisa at ang lumang tipan ay nagbibigay ng mga bakas ng mga bagay at dakilang bagay na magaganap at gaganapin ng Panginoong Hesukristo sa bagong tipan. At ito isang malinaw na halimbawa. Ikalawang leksyon, tayong mga tao ay madali tayong makalimot. So we tend to go back to old ways, kung ano ang nasanayan, kung ano ang nakasanayan. Halimbawa, very few of us in our times know that you and I are eating 3 or 4 times more calories than your parents did in the 1950s. Ang kinakain natin maghapon ay 4 beses, 4 times the amount of calories that your grandparents and parents were eating in the 40s and the 50s. Saan galing yung mga calories na yan? Oh, sa donuts, matatamis, sa hamburger, fried chicken, lahat ng mga prito, lahat ng mga walang sabaw. Mga bata ngayon, pag nakakita ng laswa, ayaw nilang kumain. Pag nakakita ng bulanglang, ano yan? By the way, ang ibig sabihin ng mana, ano ba yan? Hindi nila alam, ayaw nilang kainin ang bulanglang. Bakit? Nasanay sila sa Mary Grace, nasanay sila sa Starbucks. Kaya pag nakakita ng 3-in-1, ano yan? Chipipay, walang kwenta. Yan ang ating kwento. Ang kinakain natin ngayon ay 4 na beses kasindami ng calories na kinakain ng magulang ninyo noong 1950s. Bakit? Kasi kamote, saging na saba na nilaga. Banana Q, kamote Q. Ngayon hindi. Yayamanin. Naghahanap tayo ng mga nakabalot. Isa-isa. Yung barkilyos ng Iloilo. Ginaya ng mga Hapon. Anong ginawa ng mga masarap ba? Hindi. Mas masarap yung barkilyos sa Iloilo. Bakit tayo nagkakandara at hinahanap ang barkilyos na iba ang tawag nila sa Japan? Kasi binalot sa foil. Bawat isa nakabalot. Mas mahal pa yung balot kaysa sa barkilyos. Basura. Kaya ang dami nating basurang tinatapon. We tend to go back to old ways. Nakasanayan natin. Pag nakakita tayo ng bulanglang laswa, ano yan? Nung nakakita ang mga Israelita ng tinapay na galing umusbong matapos madapuan ng hamog, mana, ano yan? Saan galing lupalop yan? Saan lupalop galing yan? What is that? This is the bread come down from heaven. We are asking, ano yung ginagawa ng pari sa altar? What is that? This is the bread come down from heaven. This is the Eucharist. This is the sacrifice and meal that we don't understand because we were absent during catechism lessons. And we think this is a ritual. So our question is, manna, ano ba yan? We tend to go back to old ways, pabalik-balik tayo sa paborito nating restaurant. Kagaya ko, pagka magre-restaurant, titignan ko pa ang menu, pareho din naman ang orderin ko. Spaghetti alle vongole, paborito ko yan. I cook that very often. Ang ikatlong leksyon, Christ gives a lesson about the ultimate. Hindi yung panandali ang pantawid gutom. Hindi yung bagay na magbibigay lang sa'yo ng empty calories. Kaya ngayon lahat ng mga driver umiinom ng, ayun ko ang tawag nila, yung mga energy drinks na puro asukal. It's about 90% sugar. So kahit hindi natulog pag uminom nung, hindi ko maalala ang pangalan ng iniinom nila. Red Bull, yan, Red Bull. Nung araw Lipovitan, natalo na yung Lipovitan na gawa sa Thailand. Natalo ng Red Bull na gawa ng mga Chekwa, ng mga Incheck. Red Bull, pagka na inantok, Red Bull, nag-drive na naman, magmumura na naman sa kapwa driver. Minsan kung kayo nagagalit pag nagda-drive, gayahin nyo ko, I pray the rosary. Pagka ikaw ay nag-Ave Maria, mahirap mag-PI, di ba? Kaya magdasal kayo ng rosaryo. Christ gives us a lesson about the ultimate, yung pinakadakila. Alam nyo, itong International Olympic Games, ang nag-isip ng motto, Chitius, Altius, Fortius, ay isang paring Benediktino. The one who thought about the motto, faster, higher, stronger, is a Benedictine priest. The Olympics started in God's name. And look at what France is doing now. It's wokist. It has removed God. Hindi ka pwedeng magsuot ng krusipiho. Yan si Djokovic, kaya believe na believe ako kay Djokovic. Pinakita pa niya ang kanyang kwintas na krusipiho. Bakit? Bakit pagbabawal? Natuwan-tuwa ako kay Carloy Yulo. Matapos manalo 15, perfect, flawless. Umiiyak ako kagabi nung pinapanood ko. Kanina umiiyak na naman ako. I cry for joy. Bakit? Matapos siyang manalo, nag-sign of the cross. This is faith. Hiyang-hiya tayo sa ating pananampalataya. Kakaunting alam natin sa Eucharistia, hindi natin ipinagmamakiingay ang Diyos. Bakit? Huwag ka nang maingay. Ang Diyos, kayong mga pare, huwag kayong magsalita tungkol sa corruption. That's politics. Who said it's politics? Corruption is a sin. And I can be guilty of corruption as much as you. And the Philippines is one of the most corrupt countries now in the world. Nababayaran ng immigration, nababayaran ng statistics office, nababayaran si mayor, si congressman. Madaling gumawa ng milagro kung ikaw ay mayor for 40 years. At ang tatay mo mayor, yung kapatid mo congressman, tapos magpapalit kayo in 4 years time. Madaling gumawa ng milagro ko ang pamilya mo ay 40 taong mayor at governor. That's why we need to get rid of this political dynasty. And I might be getting beside the point right now. Ano ang ating human condition? Fusion of horizons, human horizon, divine horizon. Number one, ano ang kalagayan natin bilang tao? We throw away memories. We revise memories. Historical revisionism. Putin revised history and said that Ukrainians have no right to be Ukrainians. They are Russians with an accent. Wrong. The Russians began in Kiev as a tribe called Kiev Rus. But he is revising history. China is revising history. 9-dash line, soon it will be 11-dash line. Kanila pala ang South, ang West Philippine Sea. Historical revisionism, wokeism. We don't remember our past. Nobody remembers the International Eucharistic Congress where we sang that beautiful hymn, No más amor que el tuyo, oh corazón divino, el pueblo filipino te da su corazón. Nakalimutan na natin yan when we celebrated the International Eucharistic Congress here in 1935. Well, I wasn't born yet, and neither were you, many of you. But we tend to throw away memories of great things. When we cannot remember what happens, we lose our bearings. If we cannot remember the fact that God gave us and saved us, then we lose our bearings. Then we remove God from classrooms. Then we remove God from the courtrooms. Then we kick him out even from the church. The church becomes an auditorium pagkatapos ng misa. And then we don't respect the Eucharist. We don't genuflect anymore in front of the Eucharist. But our human condition tells us, and this is true, the Lord gives us food. Sa kabila ng Second World War, na akala natin na hindi na mangyayari muli, nangyayari. Kaya lang ginagamit nila water cannons. Pareho yan. That's gray warfare. The bully northwest of us is waging a war against 6 Southeast Asian countries. At panalo sila sa Laos, sa Cambodia, sa Vietnam, sa Myanmar, sa Malaysia, sa Indonesia. Nabili na nila ang Indonesia. Ang Pilipinas gusto lang makuha. We are revising history. The Lord gives us food and life and more. And the more that I'm referring to is the liturgy of today. Titius, Altius, Fortius, let us seek for the more, the higher, the faster, the stronger. Let us compete with ourselves. Let us compete from our past. Let us compete and work for the greater, the nobler, the ultimate. And that is the food beyond which there is no other. Nung sinabi ng Panginoon, he who eats this bread will not hunger anymore. Hindi ibig sabihin niya na pag tayo nagkomunyon mamaya, hindi na kayo magkakain muli. Hindi, kailangan niyo uli maligo bukas. Kanina naligo kayo. Bukas maliligo uli kayo. Hindi pwedeng Dines Goli. Hindi pwedeng hindi kakain. Pero He's saying, what the Lord is saying, that beyond the Eucharist, there is nothing quite like it. This is the food of eternal life, the food of wayfarers, the food that leads to everlasting life. And therefore whoever comes to me will never hunger, and whoever believes in me will never thirst, because you have the ultimate, the more, the greater, the nobler, the ultimate, the highest. We are seeking and reaching out for the more and the higher. So do not be satisfied with crumbs. Do not be satisfied with empty calories. Mag-graduate na kung kayo above 50. Mag-graduate na kayo sa soda drinks. That's 80% sugar. At yung mga nabibiling mga iced tea, yan ay asukal. Look for the more. Seek for the higher things. And today the Lord tells us, I know the food that goes beyond all other types of earthly food. And that is the food of wayfarers, the food that leads to eternal life. We thank God for the gift of Carlos Yulo. I am beside myself. Why? This is the only second gold medal we have. Kung hindi ninanakaw ng mga tampalasan ang pera ng Olympics, marami tayong mga Carlos Yulo dapat. Bakit? Sa Zimbabwe, 6 ang kanilang representative. Ilan ang officials na padala ng Zimbabwe? 60 plus. Pilipinas, bilangin ninyo, I don't know. Ilan ang ating contestants at ilan ang mga officials kuno na padala ng Pilipinas? Ninanakaw ang pera ng mahihirap. And that is not the ultimate. The ultimate, what leads to eternal life, go beyond corruption, go beyond money, go beyond food that perishes, and work for food that never perishes, the food of eternal life.